healing emotions. Like, emotions are almost banned. And they asked the question, or said, and wondered to themselves, there must be more to life than this. And slowly but surely it started to be okay to feel and express and have emotions, and then group hugs, compassion became important, and there was this booming, this wave of therapy and healing. And this is what I call the first wave. This first wave of awakenings, really when the heart chakra opened. Yeah, remember that? Some of you don't. That's okay, because you're probably too young. And that's okay too. So this is the heart chakra opening, love, compassion, higher emotions. Then in the noughties, we had the internet. We had communication. This was the information revolution. We got social media, blogging, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, smartphones, iPods, iPhones, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I probably haven't even read it and stuff. Other stuff. I don't even know what my daughter's using these days. Now, interestingly, I got access to the internet about 10 years before other people because I was an academic. We had Janet, Joint Academic Network. Anyone heard of Janet? Anyone worked in academia? Yes, Janet. Very clunky, but you could speak to Professor Whatsit in Brunel and email him. But now it's everywhere, right? It is everywhere. You're here because of the internet. But what happens is suddenly everyone's talking, writing, podcasting, video, everyone's listening, everyone's talking, everyone's listening, everyone's talking, everyone's listening, everyone's talking, and not what everyone is saying makes a lot of sense. But this is the throat chakra. Communication, expression, and information. Now, here's what I want you to notice. So the next one to open, this is where we are now. We're actually just at the point where the third eye is going to open. We're now just at the point where the third eye is going to open. Just at the point. All the chaos you see right now in the world is because it's time for the third eye to open. That's why you're here, right? So the third eye, it's about wisdom and discernment. It's the balance of logic and intuition. You know, in the tarot, the progression of the tarot is you have the emperor, logic, and then you have the hierophant, intuition. The hierophant, the intuition, has to rest on logic. And here at the third eye, the veil of illusion is removed. There's a fascination with spirituality. We're looking for visionary leaders who are starting to step up. There is true discernment where people can see the world as it truly is. Now, when it's activating in an individual, you can make decisions easily, understand and handle paradoxes, and you have a high degree of personal responsibility. And individuals with all the chakras below functioning have the resources to handle their life circumstances. But without it, there tends to be confusion, indecision, caught up with mass hysteria, challenges with money, relationships, and stuff. Now, here's the thing I want to... I said all the chaos we're experiencing now is the chaos of just before the third eye opens. Just before the third eye opens. Because just before each chakra opens, there's an excess of the opposite, or the one below. It's almost like, so there's so much throat chakra going on. Would you agree it's fair to say there's quite a lot of bullshit being talked about right now? And we've got a lot of conspiracy theories. And we've got a lot of people, like, total lack of trust in anything anyone says, even when there's no reason to distrust it. I mean, I find it fascinating. And I watched, my daughter and I have this kind of curious fascination with this, the Society of Flat Earthers. There are people out there who believe the Earth is flat. Does anyone believe the Earth is flat? Good. Because it's really not. And, you know, anyway, we're going to get there. We're going to do all the science stuff about how the Earth is not fucking flat, it's round, baby. So, but what happens before, so third eye is discernment. Yeah? Wisdom. To know the truth. To see the truth and to see the bullshit. So what we've got now is we're in the drawback. The third eye is also about unity, much more about unity. I believe, this is just my what I think it looks like it's going to happen is that the third eye will open and the crown will open very soon, very quickly after that. Because the third eye and the crown are the two chakras that are they're the most closest together in vibration. It's not a huge leap. It's a big leap in vibration with some of the others, not so much. So that's what I think will happen. The third eye will open, and then almost instantaneously the crown will open, because it's the third eye that's opening that will enable the crown to open. It's all of the ones beneath that will enable the crown to open. So we're in the drawback. So this next phase of the evolution of society calls for individual evolution, becoming adaptable to change, experience non-judgment. The third eye, you just observe it, there's no judgment. And spiritual leadership.